Hello, hello, hello. I'm Marge Bates from the MindSketch Lab. Today, I'm going to talk to you about why I love the artist way. In particular, let's call this the procrastination paradox. Um, so, The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron is a book that I've been and a program I've been following for about 30 years. I've been uh, using the artist way as a person that's in a group, and I've facilitated the artist way, brought many, many people through this incredible program. And I'm going to talk to you about how this changed my life. If you feel the word artist or creativity doesn't apply to you, please open your mind and just listen to me. Um, Put me on double speed because I do speak slowly. I'm so afraid of making a mistake. And the artist way has helped me enormously. But seriously, we're all creative. And I know a lot of you are saying, not me, I can't even draw a straight line. Well, I can't draw a straight line either. And who wants to draw straight lines? I've been a career artist forever. I've been like a lifelong artist, but I've made a career since 1995. My medium is melting glass and making beautiful little objects and selling them. And I've been doing that with some success for 30 years. I hadn't realized how unusual it is for an artist, a single. My husband died when I was very young, and I've created a life for myself. I'm looking out at the ocean now in a beautiful little home in a very beautiful town south of Boston, Massachusetts, in the USA. And it's been very uh, challenging supporting myself through my art, but I've always done what I needed to do to get the bills paid and keep a roof over my head for me and my little puppies. And life is okay when I get out of the way. And that's where the artist way comes in. So don't let the word artist and creativity scare you away. We all have these troubles making decisions, procrastinating. Tell me you don't procrastinate. Um, we all have all these things that keep us stuck, right? You sit down at your desk to do a bunch of productivity that day, and what do you got? Your head's going in 10 different directions. You have 1,000 different ideas, or you're in a job that you really don't like, and so you're just trying to get through it, and your mind's a million miles away, and you can't focus. Um, that happened to me every day of my life until I took control. A little bit about me is 40 years ago, I put myself in recovery for addictions. And when I got out, I realized, oh my God, I'm stark raving sober in this world I've never been sober in. I have to learn how to live. And I had been scared to death, which is why my addiction soared. It was much easier being scared to death under the influence. And I did that for some time. And when I finally started to get my life together, I was introduced to the artist way with a bunch of friends. And we back then we'd meet in each other's homes. Um, we would do a chapter a week. There are 12 chapters, and we would share who was going to lead that week's meeting. And we loved going through the book once so much that we decided to do it again and again and again and again. And this practice just kept going on and on and on. And we became lifelong friends, of course. And, we tried Julia Cameron's other books, but we always went back to the artist way because it just touches on everything that gets in our way. So, so I've been practicing staying sober and doing the artist way and melting glass for all these years, and my life has changed full circle. I think back at that person I was 40 years ago, and I can't even, I can, I just feel so bad for that person, you know what I mean? I'm so glad. Who would think you'd ever hear somebody saying, "I'm so glad I had addictions almost kill me," because I never would have recovered to this extent. It's just like I say, life is good when I get out of the way. So if you're stuck in loops of ideas and you're showing very little productivity, if you're always doubting yourself, if you're always procrastinating, this program is for you. I've learned how to spot the root causes of procrastination, and you can too. There are simple steps you have to take. Who's this for? So you're stuck, you're not working to your potential, you're bored. I'm never bored. Never, never, never. I have so many things I want to try. If you're bored, if you're in a dreaded career, this is life. We have one shot at it. This is not a dress rehearsal. When we're dead for a very long time. Um, the thing about procrastination is it protects us. Our brains protect us from the risk. Geez, I really want to try this, but I don't know how. That's uh, um, that's how procrastination um, helps us. The artist way helps solve your fear of judgment, the vague goals. If they're vague, you can't sit down and work, so you have to procrastinate because they're vague. When you overthink everything to death, when your energy is down, and there's a few simple steps. The first thing I would encourage you to do is morning pages, which is writing longhand in a spiral bound notebook, 3 pages. And I know everybody balks at that. I did too. And what you get back is aces. 3 pages. It used to take me about 20 minutes to do three hand pages and then get to work by 6:30 in the morning when I first started. And some days I'd come home after 2 or 3 jobs, and starting my new business, Melting Glass. And I'd run for my morning pages just to write some more because it feels so good getting it out and onto the page. Um, it just got all the yuck out of my head. I could safely park it in my book every day and go off and live my life. Usually when I writing, I would troubleshoot or see my part in whatever was bugging me. I can't say enough about it, obviously. So I'm going to leave you a link to uh, I'm blanking, to an article I wrote. And if you're interested, follow the steps to try it. You don't have to commit to anything, but in the blog post, I'll leave like a 7-day thing you can try. And take it from there. I'm telling you, it changed my life. So thanks for listening, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.